So what is a yard without a pond? Well, it's just that. It's a yard without a pond. For some people that might be acceptable, but for my landscaping mastership, I decided I wanted a pond. So, it's November 22nd, 65 degrees today. It's about 50 right now in the morning. We're getting lucky. That's the whole reason I got to go ahead and do a lot of this. I wanted to do it in spring, but I got some time to get it started. So here's a rough draft of, basically how it's going to look. I'm going to move some stone here and there to clean it up and perfect it come spring before I dig it all out. But this is a good idea of where we're at. It's a good picture of the dog's head too. So it started about a month and a half ago, and I just started building that little retainer wall right there. Little one that looks like a Cubs logo. Couldn't do a socks, it was a little too complicated. So I built that, and then I started to I actually made this whole bed here bigger. It wasn't nearly this size. So I made that bigger. Then I drew out the shape of the hole, the pond, how I wanted it, and I started digging. When I was digging, I was putting the dirt over there. By this time I had no idea how that was going to look, or how I wanted it to look. I just knew I wanted some kind of water fountain, because you need one to keep water movement so it doesn't stay stagnant, and also who doesn't want a waterfall. So as I was putting mud there, I was getting a nice little mound, and I went and bought these rocks, 12 cents a pound at a landscaping store. Bought about 3,000 pounds of those. Cost me close to $400. And then as I was, doing it, mud still started falling at the back. I couldn't keep it contained, so I had to build this back wall here, which I like it. I like the mix between the natural earth stone and the man-made rocks. I think it gives it more of a natural and modern look to it. Then I found another landscaping shop, and I found these 5 stones here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that slate one down over there that you can't really see very well. Those were 45 cents a pound. Those cost me about $100. But it gave me what I wanted, and I think when it's done, it should be good. I don't have a liner in there. I'm hoping I don't need one. I think if I fill the cracks real well, I should be okay, because it'll just be water running down the rocks. I'm pretty sure about that, but we'll see. So once I got all that done, I just started tinkering around. I went for like 3 loads of these earth rocks, like I said. There's a lot of them. Somehow, some way, I haven't figured it out yet, but the water is going to come out of here. This actually pulls up. And let me just pull this down. Right now I got this little thing here, but you can see it goes there. Put this back over it. And so I'll somehow run the water up to this. I don't know if I'm going to use that little gutter shield or not, but we'll see. And then here I just got extra dirt. I wanted it that way so that I could put some kind of plants or flowers there to really give it kind of a cleaner look. These flagstones, the last thing I did these this weekend. Those are $70. But if you look, they turn out real nice. They're not as easy to cut as I thought they would be. But I got lucky with some strokes, and I actually think it turned out pretty well. There's not too many gaps, and the gaps there are I can do something with, but they're nice and flush. So when I eventually do get a paver, it'll come right up to those rocks, and that's more of the feeding station. And the little fishies will come up right here. That's about a half a foot right now. I want that, and that, the 3 shelves to be between 1.5 feet to 2 feet deep. Roughly about where that is right now, and then I want to dig that to about 4.5 feet deep. But if you look over here, and my awesome dog. Say hi, dude. It's actually, those flagstones are actually 3 layers deep. So the water's actually going to come up to like the top of the bottom one. And it'll should give it a decent look. So that's about it. I'm not going to do one more thing to it until spring. It's going to be hard because this is where pretty much what I've consumed my time with lately. But I have a nice idea. I like how it's starting to look. The water's going to come out here, rush down here, cruise down the little rocks, and into the pond. Let me go back over here and finish up with this. So, I love that rock in the bottom. I got 2 slate rocks, and then I don't know what the other one is, but from the slate rock to the pond should be about an 8-inch fall, which is pretty good. Should put out a decent sound, and won't be too loud to annoy the neighbors or anything like that. So, let's get in here. It just rained. But I want to get a little close up on these rocks. That's the perfect rock. I was really happy to find that one. And then going upward, it's just like a 5.5-foot rock stream leading down into a waterfall. Alright, so there we have it. I'm done. It is November 22nd, and I'm looking forward to starting again in spring. Like I said, it's going to be 65 degrees today. We're getting lucky, but it's supposed to be a high of 30 by Thursday. So, our luck is about to run out. Alright, see you in spring.